This is a horror game podcast. It is meant for mature audiences. It may contain adult language, violence, and sexual themes, as well as shocking revelations. Viewer discretion is advised. Greetings, fellow investigators, and welcome back to our video podcast, Into the Darkness, where my friends and I are playing the Deadlands role-playing game. I'm your host, Thom Raley. The scenario is Chains of Hatred. It was written by Alex Sun, who is also our game marshal. The system we are using is Deadlands, which is part of the Savage Worlds role-playing game, and this is episode 12. Our recap will be given by Stefan Amshi as his character, Jeremiah Jones. So without any further delays, let's continue our journey into the darkness. Stefan?
Thanks, Tom. Them ugly, wall-eyed Mexican fish people would attack our riverboat and go straight to hell. Here we are, getting our first taste of freedom in Mexico, and most of our gear's down the bottom of the Rio Grande River, courtesy of them eel fuckers and their Leviathan friend. Well, so far, Mexico don't seem no different from any other place, except maybe just a little bit hotter and a little bit more humid. Same goddamn cactus and mesquite everywhere you look. It was already hotter than hell, so I guess that makes it downright intolerable. Hell, I thought Mexico would be some kind of Shangri-La for outlaws, but so far, it's just another place full of thieves, adulterers, backstabbers, and corrupt lawmen wearing uniforms and hiding behind badges. Good news is, people being the same everywhere, an outlaw recognizes a fellow outlaw. As it was, we happened to cross a little Mexican ranchita at an opportune time. Opportune for us, because we needed water, among other things. An opportune for them, because as it turns out, they was harboring fugitive Juaristas under the floor of their Sotal distillery. Well, they was presently visited by a posse of French soldiers claiming allegiance to Emperor Maximilian and saying they was looking for them aforementioned hiding Juaristas. But mostly, them French soldiers was doing what everybody everywhere does, taking advantage of other people. Now, of course, a true-blooded outlaw don't turn his back on a fella outlaw. When them French soldiers came close to finding that there trapdoor underneath the rug, well, I had to do something to back up my Mexican brothers and sisters. As they say, no good deed goes unpunished. Them French motherfuckers didn't appreciate my American sentimentality and let me know it with their billy clubs. Now, I didn't take offense to the fact that the rest of the gang just stood there like dopes with their dingus mouths open while them vindictive motherfuckers nearly beat me senseless, nor to the fact that one of them fuck faces offer up no medical attention, nor even no words of commiseration, despite me barely being able to walk after. True leadership requires self-sacrifice, and I aim to be a beacon of light for these other half-wit sons of bitches. Eventually, they'll recognize me for the natural statesman that I am. In the meantime, our gang has a bit of an image problem. The problem is, we are currently light on gun-toting, horse-riding, dick-swinging outlaws, and a bit heavy on disagreeable necromantic conjurers, ogreish Italian savages, and repugnant ass-loving zoophiles. When taken together, all that makes us resemble a traveling carnival more than a gang of outlaws and inspires dreadful fear. And be that as it may, gang is a gang. Mama used to say, if you want to be friends with creative and interesting people, you may have to accept some personality flaws. Well, Mama, you can eat your heart out, because this here gang is a veritable cesspool of personality flaws. And despite the disadvantages incurred by our respective temperaments, or maybe as a testament to the indiscriminate power of alcohol, We seem to have found ourselves a kinship in Benito Sanchez and his Juarista friends. We got ourselves a wagon, we got ourselves a few supplies. Who knows? Maybe Mexico City ain't so far away as it seems.
Thanks so much, Jeremiah. You can give yourself a Benny for that one. And before we begin, we're gonna pan away from the distillery, the Sotal distillery, as boots crunch under dirt and foliage, as lighters are lit and bottles of Sotal are set alight and thrown into a chupacabra den as smoke rises. So that has happened. And then we'll transition to the morning of the next day, where you all have had a very peaceful rest on your basically your first day in Mexico. Now, Mr. Sanchez, he has given you a wagon and he is going to increase your supplies by a die. So it's going to be going from a D4 to a D6. But that's all he has to offer for you because some of the damages that he suffered from the inspection and the attack by the chupacabras. He says, if there is anything else I can do for you, my friends, please let me know. Please take these bottles of Sotal, a gift. Now, where are you heading next?
Well, our intention is to head towards Mexico City. It's a long way off, though. Do you have any suggestions of where we should head?
Right, that's about 600 miles away. It's quite a journey. It might take you a few weeks or a week or two, depending on hard you push the horses. You can definitely stop by Monterrey, which is about maybe 150, 200 miles away. That's a main city. They mostly deal in silver, but the area is quite mountainous. And I would be very careful. There are a lot of bandits on these roads. These legionaries, they don't they look out for their own interests. That's what I'm saying.
Well, these legionaries that we took care of, you don't mind if we take some of their weapons. We're a little light.
Uh, I believe they all went off once you've scared them off.
Oh, didn't some of them get killed? I forget.
No, no one got killed.
Oh, okay, no one got killed.
People got their hair torn out and they got scratched up, but no one got killed.
Poor Capitan got himself a big lump on his noggin, which was a darn shame.
Right. Now there is still some of the Horistas that have camped out at night close to the distillery.
And Cucurelli made friendly with him. Maybe they can accompany us someplace useful as a larger band and as more rugged outlaws than we might precisely be described as being.
Isn't
On
it
the
that
other
way?
hand,
I'm a natural revolutionary,
well, and you do seem to make unusual friends everywhere you go.
and you're one of them, Eustace.
Why, why, thank you, Bonjourna. It's mighty kind.
Um, I'm guessing what you were about to say was that hanging out with the Laristas, we're going to be targeted by Maximilian's people
That's
if they
correct.
catch
If you
us
were
with them.
seen with the Horistas, are basically going to be attacked on sight.
Yeah.
Uh,
So there's pros and cons to
and
that
speaking
plan.
of Jeremiah Jones, if you don't already have enemy minor, the French Legion, please add that to your character sheet
Okay,
because they got a bone to
uh,
pick with you now, punching bag.
gotcha.
And he ain't hard to recognize because you can hear his tongue rattling for miles in all directions.
That is correct.
Now, Senor Sanchez, if it's 150 miles as the Vulture flies to Monterey,
Hmm.
Have you got some sort of map of watering holes between here and there? Or is there some local trick for finding water for the horse flesh?
Yes, there is a few watering holes. Why don't you give me a persuade?
Well, I only got a four. Just okay.
All right. Well, given that you've already helped me out here with the chupacabra problem, if you could actually escort one of my caravans to the city of Monterey, I would richly reward you once payment upon getting there as well. And they'd be able to stop by whatever watering holes they have planned.
Well, that sounds most agreeable, I
All right.
figure. Mutual aid sort of situation.
But perhaps it's better to stick with the Sotal. You don't want to get any tummy twisters.
Well, it's the horses who I don't imagine that they take well to it.
All right.
Well,
Very well. Yes, you if you would like to take him up on the offer, you can definitely take an additional caravan.
That gives
yeah.
us the extra personnel and it legitimizes everything. So I'd agree. I'd say that's a good idea.
Oh, of course, and we need to have an aside conversation about whether or not there's uh I don't think we've introduced them to the direwolf pups yet.
Right, Aurora and Fang.
I just call them my dogs. So they're
Yeah.
big dogs. Yeah.
Well, and I'm wondering if there's anything else over by the giant rotten sea creature that we need to fetch. And if we want to address that thing to Mr. Sanchez or just
Will you
hope
be
it
vacating
evaporates,
the sea monster, the undead sea monster?
I'm afraid this is where we have to leave it behind. It's riper by the minute.
It did what it was meant to do.
Okay. Until the next one.
Hmm.
Because you got some way, Ambrose, to sort of make the thing just turn to ash or something inconspicuous?
Unless you hit it with a blast, I don't imagine you have any other way to make it just disintegrate.
Just
You
Yeah, I
let it
think
can
you're.
roam free.
you can turn it off though, right? Since it's
You,
only alive by your own conjuration.
I think once his spell casting is done, the rest is on the will of the Loa.
yeah,
Well, it's gonna starve to death or I mean it's already dead, but
Starve.
doesn't need to eat.
it's gonna
Yeah,
rot.
I would hate to think that our friendly host, Mr. Sanchez, should be visited upon by a giant rotten sea monster as soon as we take south.
Not our problem.
It'd be funny.
Perhaps,
We'll
Mr. Kreuzberg, you could just tell it to go as far east as it can.
return to the ocean.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's. I'd just give it instruction to turn 180 and go back the way it came. So make it go back to the Rio Grande.
All right, so let's like a little scene of that. You are praying over your voodoo bag and saying these words, and then this thing decides with its heft, it decides to drag itself back north, out of sight,
With a
becoming a
very
speck in the
sad
distance.
look on its face.
Yeah,
Yeah,
gonna give it a little wave as it's going.
at your command.
Mhm.
It gives you a
Yeah.
Some unlucky folks are going to see that thing crawling through the desert by night and go plumb off their liquor.
It's the Lord's way of telling them to stop drinking.
Classic. All right, so you've dealt with your undead abomination. So and you are definitely taking the caravan of Sotal sellers.
yeah.
All right. Well, this caravan is composed of, let's say, five people total, led by one Jesus Hernandez. He's a quiet man who constantly chews tobacco. You can tell that he's been out in the sun a lot. He wears a straw hat. He's got a lever action strapped on his back, and he's a man of few words. But he says, please, your help there would get us, and Mr. Sanchez, of course, it would help us recover from this attack.
I can't say I'll ever forget the stink of burnt chupacabra in the morning.
Hmm. Actually, I'm gonna retcon that because we're having you kind of escort this caravan. There's only gonna be two total. So
Okay.
there's Jesus and then let's say Joseph. Jesus and Joseph.
Both Hernandez's.
No, actually. We'll have Jesus Hernandez, and then we'll have Joseph Perez.
Okay.
I hope I don't retcon the lever action rifle off him.
No, he's still got his lever action rifle.
And
You
this is
boys.
two horses or four horses pulling a big wagon full of
It's a
liquor.
four horses pulling a wagon full of cratefuls of this grass liquor, so tall.
And we're all armed since we're going as an escort party.
That's correct. I mean, you already have your own guns, I imagine.
Right. Um, how old are these two gentlemen? Young, old, middle-aged?
It looks like the Jesus, he's the older of the two. Joseph, he's no more than 18 or 20, young.
You gents play cards?
Yes, we play cards.
Cool. We'll have something to do when we take a rest break. I have no
That's good.
intention of stealing anything from them since
All right,
I have
excellent.
to.
And who knows, maybe you can just kill them both and sell the liquor for yourself. If you want to get back on that path of banditry. I will
What
tell you the
makes you
payout
think that
will be
we're
bigger.
so yeah, the payout will be, of course it will. Then other people will hate us in the world. And
I'm only here to give you options.
yeah, okay.
Says the little devil chiming
All
in on
right,
the
all
shoulder.
right.
Yep, let's get going.
All right, so just to recap on camp supplies, you've got 1d6 supplies, 1d4 money, and 1d4 ammunition. So it is looking pretty low after the riverboat incident where so since it's a brand new day, let's go ahead and start traveling. Are you really gonna push the caravan or are you going to take it easy and scout?
I think these guys have done this before,
Yeah, they have.
so we should probably just follow their lead and not push them.
Okay. So Monterey is about 150 miles away, so that's 5 instances of travel, 8-hour blocks of travel. So in a way, you could get there in 2.5 days' time if you just like push the caravan. However, if you do take your time, it'll be like 5 days. And they say they do know some watering holes here and there along the way. But there is a lot of banditry on the roads, especially with something like this.
Yeah, ain't nothing. A thief looks better than something portable, or you can sell it and or you can drink it. It's a popular sort of. It's not like a herd of marked cattle, which you gotta worry about feeding and getting the marks off and that sort of thing. But yeah, I figure we should let Jesus and Joseph tell us where we're going because they know the route. And
We also look pretty intimidating. We got 7 people on this
Great, I
card.
love it. What could go wrong?
Giant octopus could come up out of the
out of the ground.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised if they got sand octopus down here or some such nonsense. And, just because we crossed a river don't mean the thing that we're branded to can't follow us.
That's right.
We go back and tell its mother.
Uh-oh.
And then the big one.
Well, I love it. I love it. So let's start traveling. If you aren't going to be opposed to this, Jesus would like to take it slow. For those of you that have some kind of spell casting, it does give you a bit of pause when he does say he wants to take it slow and steady, because you do have those brands on you. You have no idea when this Aztec being is going to show up, and every single night that you uh, spend between you and your destination is a possible attack. So I want you to be cognizant of that.
Yeah,
So with
that's
that
the
knowledge, let me
that's the
know.
problem with the slow route. But on the other hand, if we drive the horses until they pass out from the heat and we're back on foot,
Yeah, that would
that,
require supplies,
yeah.
And
which you only have a D6 of.
on the bright side, it also might give us an opportunity to take the cart and run justifiably. So,
Should the worst come to the worst,
yeah,
save the liquor.
you just got to be faster than the other guys.
Well, I mean, they got a four-horse team, and we got the leftover wagon
Yeah,
that they
what'd they
were
ever do to
leaving in the
us?
shed.
Well, the four
Ooh, that
horses
that that is
are
such a
attached to them.
good question you did bring up, Jeremiah. What did they ever do to you?
It's not like they're bankers who deserve to have everything taken from them and be skint as well. They're just hard-working Mexicali's.
We
And they're Juaristas. They can tell their friend
we've
Juaristas in Monterey, and they'll be waiting for us when we get there.
And the Horistas, they're actually still around. They haven't left yet. So if you'd like to talk to them, you certainly can.
Yeah, we got enough
uh,
enemies. We need some friends.
I certainly think that
Those are
we've
probably the most wise words you've ever spoken in throughout this
Yeah,
entire campaign.
I was gonna say, all of a sudden, Jeremiah wants to win friends and influence people.
He's been replaced. It's not him.
He learned
Skinwalker.
something from that
Maybe
meeting.
maybe they knocked some sense into him.
I am a natural statesman, I'll have you know.
there are miracles that happen every day. But let's not forget that we have killed people, and not all of them were guilty of anything.
I'd be happy to forget that, actually, Joe. Some
I
things
would
get left
too.
behind. We'll just like that
Let's
hanging judge. We'll consider this a new land where our spirits are as clean as, well, something clean. As
That's right.
clean as a shot of Sotil.
this country offers us the opportunity to turn over a new leaf, as it were. We'll see how far that cuts us. All
Okay.
right.
So what's it gonna be? It's gonna be hard and fast, or are you gonna take it slow?
Yeah, I
So
vote.
just to clarify, we're riding in the cart and
Yeah,
the cart is being pulled by four horses. Nobody's
that's
riding
right.
the horses.
I
There.
thought,
And you also have your own personal wagon as well, pulled by two
yeah,
horses.
yeah. He gave us
Okay.
his old junk wagon that was
Oh,
just sitting
that's
in his
right.
shed.
All right. So we're a little caravan.
Uh,
Yeah, you've got two wagons in this caravan.
Yeah. And I'll be, alternately riding Buttercup and walking next to her, but keeping up.
Hmm.
Occasionally some of us should mosey off the group and just see if we can,
Out
pick
ahead.
off some hair or snake or anything else to uh, increase the food supply and decrease the monotony. And this countryside has an austere beauty, but it doesn't change a lot mile to mile.
Dry and it's brown and it's hot.
All right. So before and as you set off, I think the head of the Orista group, he introduced himself as Salvador. He's going to approach you, Bongiorno, after a night of drinking together, and he says, "Well, perhaps I'll see you again in Mexico City."
I surely hope so.
Yes.
Until then, viva la revolucion.
Yes, me and my Los Compañeros are going to head down south as well, and we're going to do some scouting. But big things are to come, and hopefully we can count on your help, just as you have helped us last night.
Of course, I mean, at least I can't speak for my comrades, but I would love to take down some French scum.
I'll drink to that, and we will celebrate. We will celebrate. And he hops on his horse along with his merry band and starts to just ride south at like top speed. And in a plume of dust, he's gone. And then you turn around, and I'm assuming you pack your stuff onto the caravan. Yeah.
I'm just gonna carry like a huge rock behind me or something so I can get some exercise.
Okay. So you can see Senor Sanchez of Sanchez Sotal. He waves you off, and you are back on the road again under the sweltering Mexican sun. Cacti all around you. So, are you pushing the horses or not? No, you're taking it easy. All right.
Well,
Slow
not
it,
yet.
Not
slow
yet.
and steady is, yeah, at least to start.
All right. So that means 8 hours of travel per day, which is about 30 miles a shift. And let's see if something happens. Would anyone like to do anything special during this 8 hour shift before I roll random events?
Again,
Other
I'm just,
than
yeah, alternate scouting and hunting. Mostly we stay together.
Okay.
Make sure the stuff is secured in the wagon so that we don't have a repeat of last time where it's the wagon gets tipped over, everything goes scattering. So yeah,
That's
batten
good.
down the hatches.
So, just so I get a good idea, in the So Tall wagon, I know that Jesus and Joseph are going to be in it. Who else is in it?
one of them are, I mean, there's
Yeah,
not
I'll
much
ride in
you
the
can do
wagon.
but drive.
right. But you can be in the wagon physically if
Right.
you'd like.
I'll ride
Uh,
in the wagon.
Okay, so I'll put Jeremiah in there. And then in your own wagon, do you want the rest of you in there?
sure.
Again, I'm mostly riding Buttercup,
Okay,
and
Right.
we'll like lag behind a little bit, and then I'll hop off and she can catch up. So I'll be alternating.
So that puts three of them in that one and three of them in ours.
sounds good. And the marching order is going to be, I'm assuming your wagon, the So Tall wagon, and then Buttercup in the back, from my understanding.
In
Sure.
general, yeah.
All right. All right, good
And
to
then
know.
who's driving our wagon?
Up to you.
Well,
Whoever's
do
got
we need a
ride.
skill for it, or is it just
It
something
would be
that
ride if something happens.
If
I
something
got nothing?
happens, heaven forfend.
I got nothing. Although I can talk to animals, so
I do have ride actually. Why don't I switch? I'll drive our wagon.
So you're going to get off of the So Tall wagon, Jeremiah, and you are going
Yeah,
to go to your wagon. All right.
yeah.
Who are you switching with? Who's going to go to the So
Whoever.
Tall wagon? Or you can just all be four of you in the So Tall, in your own wagon and not have anyone else in the So Tall wagon.
actually maybe six of us because we got two dire wolves.
Right.
Well, they'll be on foot mostly.
And what about Mama and Unco, the survivors
Yeah.
of the original gang?
Yeah, it'd basically be Mama and Eligio. If you'd like, they can be in the So Tall wagon.
Yeah, they're in the so tall wagon.
Eligio.
And okay, the dire wolves are following behind. So
All right, 150 miles to go. first day of travel. And sorry, now that we've got the marching order in place, what would everyone like to do during their shift?
Just going to keep practicing shuffling my cards. And
Okay, great.
Rest, keep out the sun.
yeah,
And now that you're finally here in Mexico, how does it feel? We'll go down. Ambrose, how do you feel?
This is getting distinctly warmer, and yeah, I
You're
prefer it.
sweating a lot.
Yeah, I mean, I come from Louisiana, and it's hot there anyway, but it's a different kind of heat. And yeah, I like my creature comforts. Hell, I was born as an aristocrat, so this is definitely the slumming it. And I just keep maybe daydreaming of home and thinking, yeah, I could be somewhere distinctly more comfortable now if I hadn't landed myself in all this trouble.
If you weren't grabbed, snatched up, and sent to a work camp where you were
Mm-hmm.
branded, yeah,
Grr.
roasted hearts.
I'm just kind of relaxing, but I'm keeping my eyes on the horizon all the way around because I'm paranoid about giant things coming out of the sand and eating us all.
That would be smart. That would be very smart. All right. What about you, Eustace? Now that you're in Mexico, how does it feel?
Well, I can't say rightly that I'm going to feel altogether myself until this mark is off in me. Uh, but if it ain't getting hotter, that's a welcome thing. Uh, and to distract myself again, I'm going to be rambling off away from the caravan once in a while, looking to pick off a coney or some other little varmint. And yeah, also keeping an eye out for other things.
Sounds great. I love it. And buongiorno. What about you?
I think after my encounter with the Juaristas, I'm definitely getting a little bit delusions of grandeur about my new life in Mexico, and I think that someday I could be overthrow the government and be the president of Mexico.
I love that. That's great. Keep that in mind. We can expand on that. All right. Let's go with last but not least, Jeremiah Jones.
I think at some point I'll probably ride up next to, or I'd probably, talk to Joe after I see Eustace ride off again. And I'll be, hey, Joe,
Yeah,
uh, I ain't one to judge the uncomfortable type of attention a man chooses to give to his equine companion. But if Eustace doesn't give that poor beleaguered animal a rest from his perverse and carnal molestations pretty soon, I don't think we're going to make it to Mexico City.
well, Jeremiah, look at him. He's old, he's clever, but he doesn't have many people to talk to except that damn donkey. So they get along together. Who are we to judge?
Well, just feels unnatural, that's all.
Some of the smartest people had a love for horses. Look at Nietzsche.
Uh,
Who
I've
now?
never met the fella.
Uh, you don't look at Nietzsche. You keep your eyes on the road. These these
Oh,
these buckboards don't have seat belts. So
You gaze too
Wonderful.
long at the road, and the road gazes back into you.
You get that
yeah,
highway hypnosis as you're going out these dirt trails, just cacti and shrubs. And it is
I'm
so
keeping
hot. Someone
I'm
roll
keeping my
supply,
eyes
please.
supply
It's a D6 right now. Let's see if it goes down.
5.
5, you're safe. You are safe. Who is going to hunt as the team settles down for the night? If you are going to hunt, you can give me a survival roll.
I think I would like to hunt, though I don't have very much in it. A 6. That explodes through 9.
9. Okay, a 9 is good. You have tracked down uh, a your prey, right? And swiftly dispatching it, you've increased your supply by 1, so it becomes a D8.
Cool.
You are good. This should be able to feed you for a couple days, to be honest with you. Uh,
I mean that my babies don't get into the supply.
all right. And last but not least, I would love a notice roll from everyone as you settle down for tonight.
Just the 4.
4, okay.
Double ones.
Ooh,
Nice fumble.
S-
Love
I
it.
got a
Snoring.
12.
Snoring away.
12? 12 is good.
My 8 exploded.
All right. So a regular success would allow you to hear that there's those screams in the wind far away that remind you of that Aztec beast, that abomination that arose from the earth as you're sitting camp, but it's way off. And
You'd think
then
the demons have other things to do than to hunt us across the desert.
uh a raise though would allow you to notice past the firelight, past the campfire you have, the glimmering eyes of a stalking animal, a large animal in the shrubs. And you can see those beady eyes staring at you about 40 feet away,
Uh,
just at the edge of the fire. A
is it
silhouette.
is it ahead of us or behind us?
It is to the side. It's not directly
Uh,
in your way south or north.
so I'm gonna, you know, not make a huge point of looking directly into them beady eyes reflecting a flash of light, but cast about the horizon to make sure there's only one of them.
Right. And as you make an effort not to look directly at this thing, you can't help but notice that maybe there's some kind of malign intelligence behind them, despite the stature. And
And the
there is just
stature
one.
is substantial. Is it larger than a horse, say?
No, no, it would be less than a horse, but it's really hard to tell in the flickering
Yeah.
firelight and in the darkness of the desert.
All I really know is that it's a shape and it's got eyes that are set somewheres apart.
Right. And
Are you telling us?
Yeah, I'm gonna, don't everybody look now, but off to the west, there's something watching us from the staying in the shadows. Jesus, is there any big hunting critter down here, like a cat or some such that you all are aware of?
now that you say cat, yeah, it definitely looks like a cat. Definitely unlike a mountain lion, though, which you've seen here and there.
Jaguars are supposed to be pretty popular in Aztec mythology.
But that's a
Is that a
jungle.
potential?
Yeah, it definitely
Jungle.
could be a jaguar if you're going on the Aztec route, but up here in northern Mexico, there is no jungle.
Hmm.
Yeah. I'm gonna for my dogs and have them go check it out. Check it
Okay.
out, babies.
So you're going to send your dire wolves towards those eyes in the darkness.
Like this. Yeah.
Okay. All right. So as soon as you do that, and as soon as your dire wolves take a couple steps towards the shadows, this thing almost sinks into the shadows and disappears.
Well, we're gonna have to be setting a watch tonight, and I'm gonna tap the regular slugs out of my pistol and replace them with the golden ones because I have a solid suspicion that whatever that is, it ain't natural.
Jesus, he speaks up and he says, "What are you looking at? I don't see anything."
Yes,
Eyes in the
Banditos?
dark.
Hmm, not a good omen, a portent of evil.
yeah. I've also got the sneaking suspicion that most of us that got branded at that hell camp have been picked off by the thing by now, and we might be the last of its prey.
How does that make you feel?
Uh, like it's time to be a tale teller and sing a song into the night of how much we all been figuring things out and growing and defeating more and more powerful enemies, so that we are surely destined to outrun that thing until it can be destroyed or we can be saved from its malign influence.
Yeah.
Because I
Nice.
want to sleep at least during my non-watch shift.
Then who are you putting on watch? I'll take one volunteer.
I'll stay
Well,
up with the dogs
Okay.
and have them ready to
All right.
attack anything that attacks us.
All right. Is anyone else taking a shift or is it just going to be Joe?
no, I think it's dangerous to have just one party at night, so put on a pot of coffee around 3 or 4 a.m. and wake me up.
All right.
We can
Okay.
cross over and then it'll be close to dawn anyhow.
Now, if you'd like to keep this amount of this pace of going, uh, whoever is going to be on watch is going to be fatigued just because they wouldn't have enough time to get a full 8 hours.
Well, it's why I've got the two dogs. Dogs tend to make noise and jump up if something comes. So even if I drift off a little bit, they'll I'm gonna keep playing cards while I'm awake.
All right. So let's zoom in on that as everyone settles in for the night. But before I move on, does anyone else want to do anything as night takes the desert? Great.
Sleep.
As you play cards, then your mind takes you back to that poker room, that smoky poker lounge, and across from you is that giant floating skull, Mr. Bones, it calls itself.
Hmm.
It smiles, says, "I do quite enjoy our evening games, Joe."
Well, I admit I do as well.
And
And I feel like I'm getting a little better each time we play.
yeah, I think you'll just have to keep playing. That's the only way to improve, right?
I most certainly agree.
Hmm.
And I
So
must
what do you
say that I'm,
most go ahead.
oh, go ahead. I was just
Uh,
going to say I'm most grateful to you for teaching me these tricks.
well,
They've come in handy.
friends, they pay each other back. That's for sure.
Yeah.
Now, but how can I help you? What is that you most desire?
What do I most desire? If it comes down to it, what I most desire is to have a ranch of my own and a nice place to live and a peaceful, calm life with peach trees or something like that,
You
something
can't really
pleasant.
mean that. Would you be satisfied with that?
I don't know. You're asking me to speculate. My life's been pretty fucking rough, and
Well, now that
I've
we're friends, we can speculate all we want, right?
well, maybe not. Maybe I wouldn't want such. I might find such peace quite mundane and
How about
quite
a
boring.
manor, right? With
Oh, you're
a
thinking
dozen or
go
two
bigger.
servants.
I mean, I could get used to that.
Right. You know,
Uh,
you keep using this power. Possibilities are infinite.
hmm, well, that's good to know. Maybe open my own casino at some point. That would be
Oh,
fun.
that would be very nice. I know there's definitely a market for it. There's a lot of market in men's hearts for games of chance.
Yeah, games of chance and have a bevy of beautiful women uh, available for whatever man might need.
That could be yours. Could very well
Now,
be all yours.
Mr. Bones, I probably shouldn't bother asking what you would require for such a thing, but it's starting to feel a little biblical here, like you're going to offer me stuff to, I don't know what, worship you?
No such thing. That's not what friends do. All I expect is that you just keep playing them cards and you keep wagering.
Well, I have absolutely no intention of not playing cards anymore. So you got a deal if that's the deal.
But just so you know, there's a price if you lose.
Yeah, indeed. And the chances are there's always a good chance that I'll eventually lose. Hopefully not for a long time though.
Mr. Bones does not respond to that.
My the odds of my winning those seem to be going up as time goes by. So as long as you don't try anything like cheating, then you might be doing a lot of business for the rest of my life, I suppose. Are you going to
Me?
get me
Never.
when my life is over? Is that the deal?
Mr. Bones does not respond to that. He just
Mm.
grins, and you can see his almost like a Cheshire smile as that fades into the darkness. And I would say you wake up. Give me a notice roll.
Oof. No, I only got a two,
All right,
so I don't notice.
sounds good. I think we'll leave it at that. Are you waking Eustace up, or are you just taking the whole fatigue by yourself?
No, if I think the moon or the stars or whatever is getting close to 3 a.m., I'll get up and make a pot of coffee. And once it's
Okay,
going, I'll come over and tap him on the shoulder.
sounds good. So let's do that. You are going to be fatigued, so you're going to take a -1 on all rolls until you get a full night's rest.
Ugh.
Eustace, you wake up and it's your shift. It's dark out. It's in the middle of the night, probably around 2 or 3 a.m. He's got a pot of coffee brewing for you.
I like that they put a little bit of uh, uh, some sort of burnt granulated cinnamon chocolate in the coffee down here in Mexico, and I find it most refreshing. I
Nice.
mean, not as refreshing as actually getting a full night's sleep, but more refreshing than having my throat torn out by whatever is watching us from the darkness.
Mm.
I'm going to put a couple of pieces of dry wood on the fire just to have a better look around and help wake me up.
Hmm.
Well, you sit here with Fang and Aurora, and if they've got really good hearing and smell, so if they smell something or hear something, they'll probably pop up and start barking.
Yeah, smell depends on which way the breeze goes, and hearing depends on whether something has to touch the ground when it moves.
Well, it's the best we can do. I'm gonna go try to get some sleep.
Yeah, you get some shut-eye. Tell these puppies, remind them that I'm still alive and kicking and not suitable for a midnight snack.
Yeah,
Yeah.
not
Great.
food, not food.
Not food. All right. If that's the case, I'll need a notice roll from you.
Seems entirely reasonable. Last one was darn good, and this one resulted in a high of 3 points. I too noticed nothing. I'm going to spend a penny. I don't like it.
I'll take your Benny.
Sure you will.
Done.
Well, I went from a 3 to a 2. I guess I'm not entirely woke up yet.
And you're rolling with your extra
Yeah,
wild die.
that was an 8 and a 6, and they both
Unlucky.
rolled 2. Could have been worse.
It could have been worse. It could have been a double one situation. All right, great.
Yeah.
In
Yeah,
the
so I'm gonna,
morning.
yeah.
Go ahead. Go ahead.
No, that's it. I'm pacing the fire and looking out anxious into the darkness and not seeing nothing. Probably hearing that howl in the great distance, but maybe that's just what I remembered from the night earlier in the night.
Right. Right. All right. So come the morning, it turns out that some of the supplies has disappeared. So I'm penalizing you back to a D6. It's been
Now,
dragged into the brush. You might
is
have
there
been.
footprints? Do you got coyotes down here, Jesus? Got
Give me
jackals? What the hell?
give me a survival.
Ain't got
Or
survival.
alternatively, some kind of spell casting or occult.
Yeah, you spooky types. I only got common knowledge, and I ain't think this one's called common.
I can do a cult, so I can have a look at them.
All right. Give me an occult roll.
Right. Oh, my 8 explodes. 9.
With a 9, I will let you know that instead of these supplies being dragged away from your carts, your wagons, they have been almost incinerated on the spot. There's that smell of sulfur and brimstone faintly still in the air.
Okay.
So something
Uh,
has
w-
come up to your wagon with a raise, right? And maybe
yeah.
have cast some kind of spell.
Okay, so there's no point going looking for the items. What's left of it is kind of here.
Right. Yeah, and with the survival roll, whoever succeeded on that, you'll get more information.
Anyone got survival?
Not I. I have a
I'm asleep.
feeling I'm going to learn it.
Yeah, if you're all awake in the morning, yeah.
Got a D4 -2, so I'll try.
No sense in not rolling.
And that's a grand total of 1, so
Okay.
no.
Then
Uh,
in that case, yeah, there's no like humanoid footprints around.
So, sorry, if I ain't got survival, is that a smarts roll -2?
No, it'd be a
It's
D4 and your wild die minus 2 for both of them.
So what you're saying is that the supplies vanished because of magic. Well, that is
I
astonishing, Ambrose.
no, but as in they didn't just disappear. They are gone. They're
There's
incinerated.
a bit
There's
of
what's
like
left of it.
ash. Yeah.
Yeah, there's the burnt
Well,
remains here,
well,
but
that
that's someone
clarifies
coming up.
things.
In a sense, it does. It helps his plan while what with Joe and me being up all night and his wolves keeping an eye on things. Nothing normal snuck up on us. Just some malign influence.
I mean, the footprints that we see, are they human or are they animal?
There are a few animal footprints around. Some of them have been obscured from the footprints of Fang and Aurora, the dire wolves, but there's definitely some trace of a quadrupedal animal in the area.
So a
And it's
magic
hard to,
use.
to find that because of the failed survival roll, but there was definitely an animal here.
So something four-legged came up, cast a spell or used a power, incinerated our goods, and then left again.
Doesn't seem entirely sensible, does it? Maybe it ain't left. Maybe it's a haint that's lurking around under a rock or some such. How big are these prints?
Hard to tell.
Yeah,
Like I said, they're obscured.
doggies.
Reckless, hateful gremlin would do such a thing.
Pretty
Yeah,
much anything
mischief.
that's out there in the night.
No, sir, I don't like it. Let's get a move on.
All right. Are you traveling at a normal pace, another 30 miles for a total of 60, or Are you going to go 60 miles for a total of 90?
Well, Jesus, how much water is there in the next stretch? Can we afford to speed things up, or do we need to let the horses
We could
have a
speed things
siesta?
up today, but we'd have to restock tomorrow and hunt and get watering holes.
Wouldn't mind getting a little bit further from the sounds of screams in the night, so let's see if we can hoof it a bit. If anything comes up, we can change our minds if, a horse stumbles or some such.
All right, I will draw some encounter cards then, depending on how fast you go. So you were going to go 60 miles in one day, a little bit more in a rush. So that's great. I would love whoever is on watch as you make your way through the Mexican terrain, a notice roll, but at a -2.
I'll keep an eye out as I'm paranoid if there's some kind of creature that's stalking behind us. Is this something off in the distance?
This is a visual thing.
So -4 in total then. So
Ooh, that's tough.
oh well, five with the -4, still 9.
Nice. This guy's got a dead eye, or he just had something explode. Sounds good. Anyone else succeed or fail in that? All right.
I
Jesus,
failed.
he instinctively he tenses up as you're traveling along these winding desert roads. There's a wagon up overhead that looks a little derelict. There's still some horses that are idly standing by, and there is someone on the road, just sprawled on the road. They look injured. But with your rays, you can see some people hiding on either side of the road, rocky outcropping. You can see the tip of some of a sombrero popping up, Ambrose.
I'm pointing out that this is a blatant trap. Just shoot the guy on the ground, and then those two positions over there.
Once
So
again,
your wagon is slowing down.
I'll send Fang and Aurora. Get them, boys, girls, boys and
All right, are
girls.
you prepared to have those wolves shot at?
Sure,
Okay,
they're mostly terrifying, so
sounds good. So if you are, let's say you're about 60 feet away, and you're going to open up in a volley of violence. So let's just get to it. Let's get to the initiative order.
If we have time to
Hmm.
prep ahead of time, I'll just cast Warrior's Blick or Warrior's Gift on everyone so that we get the 2 card benefit from the start.
Okay, sounds good. I'll give you 3 then.
Right.
Queen of
Uh,
Diamonds for you, Ambrose. Oh, wait, you got to make the spell casting roll.
yeah, because it depends whether we get the lesser or greater version of
Yep.
it. Hey. Ah, come on, where did it go? This is the problem with having one eye. I can't see when the dice goes on the floor. Pull another one up.
That's funny.
12 plus 6 is 18. So that is definitely a hit and a raise.
Definitely. All right, so that's 3 cards for you. That's
Mhm.
Queen of Diamonds. Joe, that's going to be a King of Clubs. For you, Eustace, we have a 10 of Diamonds.
I get
Jeremiah, Joker. Everyone gets Benny, and you get to go whenever you'd like. All right, sounds good. Joker, Jeremiah, would you like to do anything? You get first turn, or you can
Not yet,
delay.
thank you. I will delay.
All right, next up, King of Clubs. Joe, what are you doing? You sending the
um,
wolves out?
I'm sending the wolves out.
Okay.
So
So you whistle and you send your wolves out and they go running down the road. What about you, Ambrose? It's your turn.
I'll hold for the minute.
Okay. 10 of diamonds, unless Joker would like to interrupt or anyone holding would like to interrupt, which would be Eustace, who is in the back of the caravan.
Yeah, sometimes these sorts of waylay situations, they do put an obstacle in front and then come from the sides or behind. So I'm just gonna have my gold tip bullet pistol at the ready for anything that don't look right.
So another hold.
Yeah.
Okay, hold, 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 hold. So Ambrose, hold, hold. Joker is still holding. Okay. You've sent the wolves out, right?
Yep.
Towards the man
They're running at full
on the
speed
ground.
towards.
All right. I think they're gonna play chicken. We're playing chicken here. So they're gonna. What about you, Bongiorno? What are you doing?
I'm gonna get out of the wagon and yell at them. Listen up, you sons of bitches. We're friends of the Juaristas. If you don't let us go, you're gonna be an enemy of them forever.
Okay, great. That's definitely some kind of intimidate.
Yeah, I have
I
intimidation.
will give you a -1 because you do not know Spanish.
Yeah, it's gonna be in Italian. Uh, okay, I'm gonna use a Benny to reroll.
All right. I'll take your Venny, thank you.
You said -1?
Yeah.
Okay, I got a 4 then.
4? All right, that's good. You maybe rattled the people a little. Unless nothing is happening, those of you who are holding, you're gonna lose your action. And we're gonna go again.
I
Okay.
think I am going to use my action to try to provoke or taunt and see if I can get a provoke.
Okay, yeah, sounds good. What do you say?
Yeah. I think I'm just gonna stand up in the wagon and be like, "You twerpy looking cantaloupes! You you ain't gonna catch us!" I
As you're
don't know.
slowing down in front of them. Love it.
Yeah.
Very passionate. So send me a taunt roll.
Yeah. That's a 7.
7. Not bad. All right. So I would say they're vulnerable. They're a little rattled. You do get a +2 because of your
Oh, I got a free reroll
Joker.
too because I have a human. No, that's I got a 7.
All right, then you get a 9 because you got the Joker that adds 2. So they
Okay.
are vulnerable and distracted. So if this would be the time to strike, this is certainly it. Anyone else who wants to go while they're holding?
I
Oh,
have.
yes.
Yeah, go ahead, sir.
Yeah. Right. So I can see the guy on the floor
Yeah.
and then two other guys, which are
You
uh,
see one big sombrero attempting to hide behind a rocky outcropping.
okay.
But you
So that's the
definitely
guy.
see signs of other people on either side.
Gotcha. So
You don't know how many there are.
that's definitely two that I can clock.
Yeah.
Right. I'll spend the extra two power points to then have an additional recipient. I would like to puppet both of them.
Sounds good.
So
Ooh.
This is an oppose roll, I believe, right? So they're
yeah,
counteracting with spirit.
they make spirit, assuming that they're in range. This is so
You're
it's
about
within
60
my
feet away. What's the range?
smarts,
Smarts.
which for me is D8.
D8, so 8 times 6 is 48 feet. Because the
Mhm.
translation, because each inch, so 1 inch is 2 yards, which is 6 feet. So obviously 8 times 6 is 48. So you're out of range.
Ah, okay. Can I move forward and be in range?
If you'd like to get out of the wagon, you certainly can.
Yep, I will dash forward.
All right, so you run out to the middle of the road, and then you get your voodoo bag and
Hmm.
start chanting. Give me a spell casting roll.
See what happens. There we are. That's 11.
11. Wow. All right, so one of my both of them have to beat an 11 from my understanding, and they do have a spirit value of D8. So it's really, if they get an explosion, they'll be able to resist most likely.
Mhm.
They're not wild cards. Three is definitely a failure. Six, I'm going to spend a Benny and re-roll. I'll spend another Benny. I got a two. Nope, five. I'm not going to gamble anymore. So yes, they both fall under your controls.
Great stuff. They're going to throw all their weapons with all their might as far away from them as they can.
Great. Sounds good.
Get those weapons.
Hmm.
So you can see the guy on the ground. He starts fumbling around in his shirt. He pulls out a sawed-off shotgun and he just like tosses it over the wagon away. Same with the sombrero wearing bandito. So
And
two are
looking
on.
around, does that provoke anyone else to go, "What the hell are you doing?" and make a
Yeah, yeah,
movement
you
that we
can
can spot?
hear rapid like Spanish, rapid fire Spanish, almost scolding the people like, "What the fuck are you doing?"
Do we get an indication of how many voices?
No, not from 40, not from like 48 feet away, right? But definitely another voice, a couple
Right.
others. Well, that was Ambrose's hold. Eustace, Joe?
I was going to use danger sense, but I think it's at this point no longer appropriate. We understand that we are in fact being waylaid by banditos. So I'm going to take the opportunity to uh, just take cover. Uh, and since I'm at the back of the train,
Yep.
I think I'm going to take cover behind a boulder rather than try to get under a wagon or some such. So
All
if
right.
anybody
Sounds good.
exposes themselves, I'll be ready for them. And I suppose
Yes.
I could use my danger sense in that regard and not run toward a boulder where there's already a banditer hiding.
Sounds good. So you take cover on the side of the road. Cover is on page 99. I would say that's medium cover.
Fair
So
enough.
they get a -4 penalty if they want to shoot at you, which is
And
pretty
I'm
nice.
gonna shake out my golden tip bullets and replace them with regular ones because I sure wouldn't want to waste that ammunition on
Regular
these.
bullets for humans. Excellent.
That's right.
So you do a little slide, kick some dust up, and you rest your back against the hard, solid cover of a rocky outcropping. Joe, are you sent the wolves out? What are you
Yeah.
doing?
I am going to um since we only saw the two, I'm going to have sent the wolves towards them.
Yes,
But I've then pulled out my gun and I'm looking for any other movement.
you're in the
So if
wagon.
right, I'm still in the wagon. In fact, I'm standing up so that I can,
Oh, so you got a gun ready, and you're
yeah,
aiming it for intent with intent to kill.
if I can see somebody, yeah. So I'm hoping that
You
the
can see the guy
wolves
on the
will,
ground.
yeah, I'm hoping that the wolves will flush out anyone, but they're
Right now, it
going,
seems like they're
one of them's
charging the person on the ground.
one, yeah, on the ground. Then I'll shoot at the guy in the sombrero.
All right, so he's got his head exposed. He's in cover, so you can definitely shoot, but you will get a -4 penalty because he is in cover.
I'm not
Aim
that
for
good
a
at
hit.
shooting anyway. Uh, what the hell is shooting? Oh, there it is. You said I get a what? A minus.
-4, yep,
Oh, no.
because they are in an advantageous spot.
Um, yeah. I got a four on my dice and I got a five on my wild dice, so neither one of those gets.
Mm.
I just shoot.
So you stand up on the wagon. What kind of gun is this? Revolver, lever action?
It's Colt Peacemaker.
All right, so you fire that shot and it breaks the silence even past the barking of your wolves, and I think all
Yeah.
hell just breaks loose because the people who are in cover, they are going to respond back in kind now that they've known things have gone tits up.
And if I see people suddenly rise up, then I'm gonna
Yeah, you can. I'll
drop
give you
down.
that benefit. I'll give you that. But I would say a wagon is light cover. It's not quite stone. It's more wood
Sure.
and like tarp. So it will be a -2 penalty on their behalf.
Okay.
But I would say, yeah, I think about 5 people would rise up on either side.
So 10 people. Oh,
Yes, 10 people total. Two of which are unarmed. Um, actually, there's 11 people total. Two of which are unarmed, one person in the middle. So he sees the wolves coming, and he's gonna try and scamper away and jump onto the wagon on top of it.
good
So
luck.
that's gonna be an athletics check for him. He's got just a straight up D6. He
As if,
fails. Yeah. And I think
yeah,
because he fails, the wolves they start like gnawing at his legs. They pull his pants
yeah.
down. You can see his underwear.
Oh, they
He
don't
starts
just rip the
screaming.
throat out?
No, because he's grabbing on top of the
Ah,
wagon, so his legs are
okay.
dangling.
Yeah.
Yeah, so he's screaming out in pain and just yelling expletives. Lots of expletives. However, the person with who has got their gun away, they followed that command to throw their gun away, right? And the way the puppet works, you tell them to do something and do it, and then on their turn, right? But
I
whatever
believe
else
it's
actions they have left, right?
yeah. Let me reread it.
Or they totally under control.
Yeah, if successful, doesn't count. That's oppose roll. With success, the victim obeys commands that don't directly harm him or herself that he cares about. With a raise, the target will harm himself or others, including by inaction. In any event, anytime he's ordered to harm himself or those he cares about, including by inaction, they get a spirit roll as a free action. If
All right, so he's
successful,
under
they
your
don't carry it
control.
out.
Right.
Yeah, the duration is 5 rounds, so
Sounds
I'm
good.
he is my bitch for quite a while,
All right.
or
Uh,
both of them are rather.
but also you're standing out in the open in the middle of the road, and they all have guns. So, I will be shooting at you now. There's some armed with a mixed match of weapons, lever actions, shotguns, handguns, and I think at least 4 of them are gonna take pot shots at you, Ambrose. So with I'm just gonna roll twice with the a bonus wild die just to keep the group rules as per rules. So here's some shooting. A 5 hits and a 6 explodes, becoming a 10. It's a 4 to hit you.
Yeah.
So because you're standing out in the open, you get shot a couple times. So they start to light you up. I think some shots are also going to those dire wolves as well. Here's your damage for the first shot, Ambrose. 5 plus 1 is 11. 11 against your toughness of
6.
6 is hit and a raise. So why
Mm-hmm.
don't you go ahead and give me, if you'd like to soak that, you can. Otherwise, you're going to be shaken and wounded 1. All right, I'll take
There's
your
your Benny.
Benny. Thank you.
Right. And this is resolving me once again that I'm going to use my increase attribute to put my vigor up at the end of this. And have another Benny.
Okay.
That's better. That is 7.
7. All right. So you take care of wounded, therefore shaken goes away. Are you wearing a hat?
I'm almost certainly given this
All
heat.
right, that gets riddled with bullets as you duck down. And
You
it floats
god,
gently down.
you
All
goddamn
right.
ruined my hat.
You're still in the middle of the way. I think one person is going to attempt to shoot at one of the wolves with a shotgun.
Now, the
So,
wolves are next to a people, so
yep, I know. If it's a 1 or a 2, it will hit the bystander. That's that's the innocent bystander rules. But I did roll an 8, so that's I rolled an 8 again. You can spend bennies on the behalf of your wolves if you'd like. Otherwise, I'm going to be rolling 46.
Um, yeah, I'll do that.
To soak, of course, to soak. So, a
Yeah.
dire wolf has 6 toughness. I did 13, so that is one, two. That's only 2 raises. No, that's only 1 raise. But they're not wild cards, so this would just destroy one of them if you don't soak.
I'll soak.
All right, I'll take the Benny from you, and you can roll a vigor roll for on behalf of the dire wolves. Their vigor is D8.
5.
5. Okay, so that's pretty good. They are unharmed as the shot goes wide. But one shotgun blast can just destroy one of your precious
Yeah.
pets. So content warning there. Other than that, I would say Jesus and Joseph they hit the deck and they start returning fire. They take out one of them. There's 10 left, 2 unarmed. Meanwhile, a hail of gunfire starts hitting the front wagon, and this is gonna go towards Bongiorno because he stepped out of the wagon. That is a 3 and a 1, so you got off lucky. Eustace, you're in cover. They're gonna try and shoot at you with -4. They don't hit. Jeremiah, they're trying to shoot at you. With a wagon, you're in cover of -2, so they don't hit at all. But you can see bullet holes getting torn in the tarp. And last but not least, Joe, this is a shot against you with a -2, and that is also a miss because of the cover. But you can hear the gunfire. It's tearing through, it's splintering the wagon. Also, on top of that, in the wagon beforehand, a stray shot hits a crate that just shatters, an explosion of glass and so tall. We are going into second round here. I reshuffled the deck because we got a Joker. Because of your perk, you get 3 cards. So, Ambrose, you've got a King of Clubs.
Same one I had.
hmm Joe, you've got a Jack of Diamonds.
Jack of diamonds.
Eustace, you have a King of Diamonds. And Bongiorno, Ace of Spades. Jeremiah, 5 of Diamonds. Not good. And then, oof, man, Vito's got. All right, Ace of Spades. What are you doing, Bongiorno? You are out in the middle open. You just did your taunt.
Yeah, so how far am I from them and how much can I move in one round?
Yeah, let's say you're 48 feet away. If you give me an athletics check and you get a raise, you can be right up next to someone if you'd like.
All right. Well, they clearly haven't heard of me, so I'm gonna show them who the fuck I am. So I'm gonna
Okay.
run at them, and I'm gonna run at the
You're
nearest
gonna rush
one,
at the gunfire. I love it. I
of
love it. It's so
course,
ballsy.
and then I'm gonna try to just decimate whoever I can reach.
Okay. Give me an athletics check, get a raise. Because you're gonna
Oh,
try and clear 48 feet of movement in like one turn.
okay, so I got 7.
Not quite enough unless you'd like to pay up. Give me a Benny.
My athletics is not high enough for me to do that, but I'll run however far I can run.
All right, I will say, yeah, you run a bit closer. You would be able to get to them as a free action on the next part, but you are out of cover still. As you start doing a mad dash, jumping over rocks and shrubs.
I've taken a few bullets in my time.
Well, you're about to take more because it is their turn. They got a King of Spades. So now that they see you, you're like rushing up to them. I think the shotgun guy, he's gonna like turn towards you and he's gonna blast you in the head. Shotguns get a +2 to hit. They're aiming for the head, which is a -4, so they only get a -2. So they're going for blood. Like they see you running or right up to them, they're not gonna fuck around. So headshot with a shotgun. Let's see. One. Let's see if I fumble. I didn't fumble. I'm gonna spend a penny to reroll. That is a 5 minus a 2. The shot goes wide because they did get a flat -2. And you just dodged death, barely.
That's
Meanwhile,
his middle name.
yeah. Meanwhile, I think one of the bandits that you rushed up towards, he is actually going to rush at you with a hatchet. I think that's very, very cool. So we're gonna do that. What's your parry? Your parry should be what's 6 on my notes. They got a
It
2.
got, I think it got raised. Oh no, that was my
It's your fighting,
toughness.
half your fighting +2 is
Yeah,
my.
so yeah, it's 6.
Okay. How do you block this hatchet attack, Bongiorno?
I'm gonna just like as he swings the hatchet, I'm just gonna take two fingers in the technique that my sensei taught me and catch the blade.
Nice. You're not even using two hands, you're just doing two.
Mm-mm.
Okay. Love it. His eyes almost pop out of his head at the sheer uh ridiculousness of the situation. Meanwhile, the rest of them are going to start shooting again. Ambrose, you're getting 2 volleys because once again
Yeah.
they're open. 6 and 5. All right, here's the dots. 6, 6. 12, 13 damage for this shot, this volley from a rifle. Would you like to
Okay.
soak?
Gonna have to.
Okay.
So that is.
Otherwise, that's, I believe, wounded and shaken.
Yeah, that wouldn't be good. Oh, 6 explodes. 10.
10. All right, you're fine. Here comes the second instance of damage. 8 explodes into 12, and then add another 3 plus 1. Okay, 16.
Crying out now. All right.
Rifle
Yeah, I have my
strike.
last penny.
I'll take it. Yummy.
Oh, got both of them, 6 and the 8.
Woo!
So, okay, 6 and 8, or no, 6 and a 5 is 11, or 8 and a 5, which is 13. So I'll go for the 13.
13. All right, so that is 2 raises. You're fine. So once again, it is an absolute miracle that you are unfazed. Maybe you get winged in the shoulder, but it's more aesthetic than damaging. And then obviously we get a volley for everyone in the wagons, and they will have a -2 penalty. Eustace, you get a -4 they have a -4 against you because you're behind a rock. Miss for Joe, miss for Jeremiah, and for Eustace, we have a miss because you are in cover. Who knew cover would be so useful?
Mhm.
And I think that's about it. I think Jesus is still returning fire. He looks scared. King of Diamonds, Eustace, what are you doing? You're behind a rock.
I'm only partially behind a rock now. I'm gonna think. Well, whatever miscreant's closest is the one I'm gonna pop at. I'd like to get the shotgun son of a bitch, but if he's not number one, if he's not nearest, I want to make it as easy on myself as possible.
All right. Yeah, they're all behind cover for the most part, so it will be a -4 this. Unless you could somehow smoke them out or get some kind of
Well,
area.
I could. Let's see. I could make an attempt to humiliate them for being lily-livered sons of bitches hiding behind rocks and pretending to be injured out in the desert just to pick off innocent practitioners of the fine art of distillery. You damn cowards, stand up and stop being jackanapes.
Excellent. Give me a taunt.
I have an 8.
8 with an
So
8. That's great. They're distracted.
somebody's fallen for it.
I would say they're vulnerable. So whoever attacks these bandits are going to get a +2.
All right. And so the nearest feller I'm just going to shoot at.
All right. If you'd like, next time declare all the actions before you so it's not one at a time because if you do more, you'll get penalties to both of the actions declared. Yeah. But I'll let it slide this time. Just take a -2 on the shooting,
Ooh,
which will be a
eight.
-6.
Oh, 8 and 4.
Ooh, that's good enough. So that's a hit with a
20.
raise, despite a
20 minus
-6.
whatever. Yeah.
Yeah.
Take that, you filthy vermin.
So why don't you? And then obviously you get a +2, so it's a -4 total. So why
Get
don't you
your
give me
son.
the damage, please? You get an extra D6 because that's a raise.
This little pea shooter is a 2d4, is that what I remember?
Yeah, 2d4 plus D6 because of your raise there.
That's 7 in total.
Ooh, 7.
It's going to do more than hurt his hat.
Yeah, I mean you can also reroll damage if you'd like.
Well, hell, what the heck?
I'll take the Benny. Thanks.
Uh, uh, yeah, 8 wasn't really worth it to
8?
give you that weapon.
No, an 8 takes out one of them, like straight out.
Fair enough.
So you just
Let that be a lesson to the rest of you rattlesnake suckers. Run
all
off
right.
now while you got the chance.
You just shoot one of them in the head as they pop up the fire back, and they drop like a sack of potatoes. All right, King of Clubs. Ambrose, what are you doing?
Now I'm mad.
Now
So,
he's mad.
is there a way that I can move off to the side to get in cover and still be
Certainly.
within range to puppet?
Yeah.
Great. Move,
Okay.
and then having been shot at multiple
You take
times
cover behind a
now,
large cactus.
yeah, having been shot at multiple times, I've got a good indication of the whereabouts these folks are that have tried
Yeah.
shooting at me.
Yep.
How many of them are there that are still up that have got guns?
I would say there are 7 of them.
Okay, so that's three.
All of them. You're going.
No, no.
Oh.
3, 5, 7. I'll spend 9 power points, which leaves me on 3 to get 4 of them, which is basically half of them is enough to turn on your buddy and pull the trigger.
All right. So they will get to make what, an additional spirit roll because it's something that they wouldn't normally do.
Yeah.
All right. Well, let's see the initial roll first.
See how we go first.
And you're targeting half of them, so like let's say
Yep.
4 or 5 because 4 is
Uh,
easier than 5.
well, you said there's 7 that have got guns left, so
Yeah.
4 of them gets me to they all can target another person.
Yeah, okay.
So that's 7. That's an 8, so that is a raise.
You son of a bitch. With a raise, I believe they get a -2 on the spirit roll. Is that correct?
Let me try. P.
No, I'm gonna do a group spirit roll for the to handle the group.
There's no mention of them having a minus on the spirit roll. It's just
Oh, okay, so they just have to
they have the
beat it.
spirit. Yeah.
Okay. I have to beat an 8. All right, they're rolling as a group, so they get an extra D6. I rolled a 4 and an 8. You just got very unlucky at this time. You can see some of them struggling to point guns. Like they struggle because these guns are trained on you, but then they start to move towards their friends. But they seem to have resisted this. But you're still behind that large cactus for cover.
Okay. Now I think it's just they resist the action, but they're still puppeted. Uh,
This was the initial roll.
yeah. Ah, okay. So that right. So they've
Yeah,
resisted the initial puppet themselves.
right.
Right.
That would have been cool though.
Yeah, because it would have been shoot the guy next to you, and then the next round put the gun underneath your chin and pull the trigger.
Very violent.
Whereas the 2 that I already have puppeted, they are doing nothing. They can get
Yeah.
themselves eaten by the direwolves.
You are giving me some ideas. All right. Jack of Diamonds, Joe, you can see that Aurora and Fang, they have killed the man who is clinging on to the top of the wagon. They've just dragged him under and they start tearing away at his limbs.
So I
Pretty
got
tough.
shot at. They missed. As I drop down, I'm going to this. I'll tell you my intention so you can tell me how
Go
much
ahead.
I can get away with. I'm going to turn invisible,
All right, that's one action.
and I am then going to run around so that I'm not in the line of fire, but
Okay.
I want to come up. I want to come up right next to them and just point my gun at their heads and blow their brains out one by
All right.
one.
So that would be a -6 for all of those moves, the spell cast and the athletics to run up and the gun, -6 to all of them. If you get rid of some of those actions, obviously it'll be -4 for two of them.
Okay, I
No,
won't do them
sorry.
all at
It'd be
once.
-4 for all of them. My bad.
We'll say that
If you
I'm
do two
slid
of those
out.
actions, -2 for both of them.
Say that
So you can
again.
turn invisible and then run towards someone while invisible, and there'll be a -2 on the spellcasting and the athletics.
That's what I'll do. I'll
Sounds good.
shoot them next round. Uh, spell casting.
Everyone remember, these guys have been taunted, so they're feeling vulnerable.
Yes, it will be a +2 on them.
Would that count for
Their
my
Uh,
next turn.
puppet?
Oh, the puppet, they're not, they're standing still. So I would say, yeah, they're probably defenseless. If you can line up
so
a good shot, I'll let the
11,
automatic hit happen.
11 points.
11. Wow. So that invisibility goes off without a hitch as you suddenly disappear. What about
Yeah.
your athletics to move up there? This is with a
Uh,
-2.
athletics. Well, my athletics is a four-sided dice, so we'll do it with that. I got a five on my wild dice,
Mhm.
so
A 5 -2 is still a 3, which is a failure. So you don't make it quite as far as you think you do.
okay.
So that
As
you're
long as
pretty
I'm
much
out of
in.
the line of fire and
Yeah,
I'm
you're out of the line of fire though.
going around the side. All right.
Well, you won't get to just one tap a defenseless person next round.
Okay.
Fang and Aurora, they move towards the another part of the main group. Jeremiah, it is your turn proper.
Is that guy with the shotgun still
Oh yeah.
laying? Yeah, I'm gonna take a couple shots at him.
Okay. I would say he stood up to take that shot, so you can he's not in cover or anything. And then he's also vulnerable because of Eustace's taunt, so you get a +2 on your hit.
Oh, okay. Well, I rolled a six, so I guess that would be an eight.
That's right. And then you'd get an extra D6 of damage then.
Oh, excellent. It's is it 2d4 plus an extra d6? Is that?
Uh, Depending what kind of gun. If you have a
It's
hardier
a
gun,
revolver. It's
then
a
it's gonna be
revolver.
2d6 plus one. But because your extra d6 is 3d6 plus one.
So eight total.
8 total. Man, you shoot him in the lungs. There's this horrible gasping of air and air rushing out, and he falls. He collapses. The man with the shotgun. The shotgun goes off one more time
Okay,
into the air.
that's all I'll do for my turn.
Birds start to fly away. Great. Let's start with combat order. Ambrose, four of hearts, jack of clubs, jack of spades. So you become jack of spades. Joe, you've got ace of hearts, 10 of diamonds, three of clubs, ace of hearts then.
Ace of hearts.
Eustace, you got a 9 of clubs, 8 of spades, six of hearts. So it's going to be 9 of clubs. Bongiorno, you got 4 clubs, 10 of hearts, 3 of diamonds. So 10 of hearts. And last but not least, Jeremiah, you got a 6 of diamonds, 3 of spades, queen of diamonds. And then for me, this is what I got. Okay. You guys are quick, that's for sure. All right, starting from the aces. Joe, your wolves, they pounce on another unsuspecting bandito. tearing him to shreds. All right, there is seven left, one of which is not doing anything because they're
If
puppets.
I'm still running to get into position,
Yes.
but I'm also looking to see if any of them are pointing their guns at my dogs.
Oh,
In
yes,
which
for
case,
sure.
I'll just randomly shoot at
Okay.
as I'm running. So
Not so much random, very purposely. You purposely shoot at.
yeah, yeah.
All right. So if you're running, that's an athletics with -2, and then a shooting with -2.
6 on that's explodes
Yeah, they're no
and a
longer
3.
vulnerable, by the way. So that's a
6, 7,
three.
8, 9. So
Nine.
9.
That's a hit with the -2. Oh, okay. So you're able to run towards them with the 7, right? 7 minus
Yeah.
9 -2. And now you get to shoot.
Oh, okay.
Yeah,
I'll
yeah.
do that
Because
again.
you said you were moving up,
Right.
rushing.
Um. Now that's just a 4.
All right.
So
So
I'm gonna use a Benny,
Oh, okay. I'll take the Benny then. Cha-ching.
and I got you said it's a -2, so I still failed.
Oh no. All right. Well, it does look like they're about to blast one of the dogs. We'll see what
I'll at
happens
least
on their
whistle.
turn. Yeah. Queen of Diamonds, Jeremiah Jones. You're in cover in the wagon.
Who else can I see?
For the most of them, yeah, most of them are up and fighting. There's one person who is just completely like zonked out, staring off in the distance,
Okay,
zombified.
then I'm gonna
So if
fire
you
at
just want to
him.
shoot at him, you can.
Yeah, yeah, that's exactly what I'll do.
Okay. So it's just a flat D4 to hit.
4. I got a 4.
All right, roll damage.
Oh, really? Okay. Oh, 11.
11. All right. So the zombie that you're controlling, Ambrose, just gets his head opened up with a piece of, 357.
So either he does it or someone else does. So
That's right. And it kind of reminds you of being back in the Wild West. You're back where you came from. That violence. All right. Speaking of Ambrose and his zombie or puppet, Ambrose, what are you doing? It's your turn proper.
right. So my attempt to puppet last time completely failed on all
Yeah,
of
there's
them.
6 left. All of them are armed.
Right. I think I've just got to bunker down and get as much undercover as I can because I'm pretty much almost out of PowerPoints now.
Sapped.
Mhm.
So if you like, you can take the full defense action.
Yep, I'll do that.
I don't know if that counts towards ranged attacks, but
If
I'll
it
say
means I
it
can
does.
dive under some bigger cover, then
Yeah,
I'll
yeah.
do
Let's
that.
say that's what it is. So, right, big cover in my notes for you.
I've upgraded from cactus to big ass rock.
That's right. So you take a dive, you get dirt all over your clothes. Well, Journo, it's your turn. The guy
Um,
tried to strike you down with a hatchet.
yeah, big mistake. Who looks like the leader? Do I see someone who looks like they're clearly the head honcho?
In the chaos of battle, I would say no, because none of them are really wearing distinctive uniforms.
Okay, fine. Then I will try to wrench the hatchet out of this guy's head and decapitate him.
All right, let's fighting roll.
Okay. I got a 6.
A 6? All right. Let me roll an opposed. Well, it looks like you do that. Why don't you roll damage? A hatchet should be a D6 plus your strength.
Okay, D6 plus my strength. And do I
That's
get
right.
my bonus for that?
If you're using a hatchet, no. Because you're a martial artist.
Even this weapon is too cowardly for me. Okay, so strength, let's see, D12. And then wait, plus wild die?
No, you didn't get a raise, so
Oh, so it's
just strength
just
with D6. Yeah,
oh with a D6 though.
yeah.
Okay, yeah. Yeah. Okay, so a total of 7.
7. All right. So you wrench the hatchet out of this bandit's hand and you dig it into their shoulder. They start screaming. They are shaken. They're still up though. Oh boy. That is your turn. 9 of clubs. Eustace, what are you doing?
If there's more sons of bitches to shoot, I'll shoot. And I might as well taunt them while I'm at it. It helped before. Can I yell at them and shoot?
Yeah, yeah. So that'll be a -2 for both.
You lily livered, snake rattling, desert hiding. Well, just got oh, -2. That's a 4 on the taunt. So
Oh,
not
that's good.
much.
That's still good enough. You get a +2 to
Oh,
hit.
all right. So that
One that's
evens
+2 to
out.
hit. Yep.
Let's go. Uh, so I got a 6. I'm
All
gonna
right.
spend a penny and see if I can do a little better.
All right. I'll take it.
Considering lateness, and there's an 8 on my 8 and a 6. I got a 14.
Wow, that's a
Huh.
hit with a raise. So it's going to be 2d4 plus your d6.
Adios, you piece of crap nut. 7, 10.
Oh, 10. Another one goes down. 5 left.
Your madre is ashamed of you, you sad sack of
I
desert
think at
nut.
this point they're going to make a spirit roll to see if just gonna run. All right. The person with the hatchet inside of them is still screaming. He's shaken. He succeeds the spirit roll. He's going to try and just shoot you with his revolver, Von Cherno. Because obviously melee combat was it was quite the uh, wrong choice to move. But instead of a 4, it's going to actually go against your parry because he's in your immediate vicinity. So what's your parry? It should be
6.
6. So he needs to get higher than a 6 on his D8. And I did roll an 8. That's bad for you. So that's a 14 total. So he's going to get 2d6, no, 3d6 plus 1 as he's got this hatchet in him. He's gonna just draw his revolver and he is going to shoot you in the gut a couple times.
Ow.
Eesh. You know, I'm not really satisfied with a 12. I think I can do better. I can do better. That is a 4, and a 6, which explodes. And that is a 2. So 8 to 16. What are you doing about that?
Yeah, I'll soak.
All right. Well, your toughness is currently 7.
Yes.
So it did raise by 2. So you are shaken and wounded 2 if you don't soak this.
All right, I will soak it.
I'll take your
And
benefit soak.
my vigor is D6. Okay, I got 4.
Ooh, a 4. All right. With a 4, you get pretty shot up pretty badly, but it avoided all of your vital organs. So you are going to be shaken and wounded 1.
He just took out my appendix.
What a useless organ. Wonderful. Meanwhile, the rest of the 4, they're gonna get the fuck out of there. So I think 2 of them, I think they're still gonna be chased by the wolves. They're gonna hop on the horse that the derelict wagon is attached to, and they're going to attempt to just ride away. So let's see their ride roll, which is going to be all right. Oh, that's an explosion. All right, so one horse with 2 people on it is beginning to just hoof it, get out of there. The other horses also get an explosion, and they're let's say 30 feet away at this point, both of them. They've completely abandoned the guy who is fighting Kujareli. At this point, we can do one more round because that was their turn. You get a nine of diamonds, Ambrose. Joe, you get a joker.
Benny.
Yeah, everyone gets a Benny. Eustace, you get a eight of diamonds. Raley, you get a jack of hearts. And Jeremiah, you also get a joker, Jeremiah.
Woohoo!
Another
Another
Benny.
Benny for
Woo.
everyone. Yeah. And the bandits get a 10 of spades. All right, well, Jokers, you're welcome to go first if you want. There's one person left. There's two horses getting away they're about 30 feet away from the back of the carriage, heading
Well,
Yeah,
I've
south.
invest.
I'm
Go ahead.
taking a shot for sure. But
You're
who
taking the
goes
shot?
first?
All
Yeah.
right. So this is at the second range increment because it's super far away. So you will be taking a -2.
Okay. Oh, I rolled
And
a
what are you
eight and
shooting? What are you aiming at?
it's my pistol. One of the guys riding
Okay.
straight in the center of the back.
Okay.
And I rolled a 13.
13. Great. With a 13, that hits. Roll damage with an extra d6.
Also 13.
Nice. Old habits die hard, the voiceover says as a bullet hits the guy in the back and he falls off the horse. All right. That was Joe. What would you like to do? You got a joker.
Yeah. So I really want to do a coup de grace on somebody.
Okay, you
So
can still do that.
if the guy if is there anybody still close?
Yeah, it's the person with the locked in combat with Cucurelli.
All right, I'm going to invisibly come right up and just put my gun against the guy's head, pull the trigger.
Okay, which way? Like with Cucurelli on the
Like,
other side?
well, if they're
Oh,
fighting like
temple.
this,
Yeah,
I'm
yeah.
going to come up to the side and just fire, and then materialize and go. You can thank me later.
Okay, that's exactly what happened. No roll required. You blow this man's brains out. There's an exit wound and a bit of skull and shrapnel
I'll
on the other
wrap my
side.
arm around Bongiorno and say, "We got to get you fixed up."
Yes, Bongiorno's bleeding all over you.
Hopefully that one-eyed bastard has some PowerPoints left.
Got
Is
some
this your
bennies they will.
intestine?
Bennies equate to PowerPoints now, so yes.
Bongiorno, what are you doing?
I'm gonna walk over to Ambrose because I need a new appendix.
Oh, you're gonna limp over Lambros.
Yeah.
I'm helping him.
Well, I ignore one wound penalty because I'm a tough guy.
That's
so-
true. All right, the rest of these riders, they're going to try and ride away. And you won't believe what I just rolled. A one, and a 3, and then a 4. So I guess one group gets away. Probably the lighter one, the one with the dead weight who fell off. So they go off into the distance, but the other one's kind of trailing behind.
Did the wolves
9 of
get one of
diamonds.
them?
I would say they're eating the one that's fallen off of the horse. Yeah.
Okay.
Ambrose, what are you doing?
Oh, I'll use my last 3 PowerPoints, lay my hands on Bongiorno and said, I'm pretty sure there's an appendix still in there somewhere. So. Oh. 15.
15. All right. With a 15, you heal everything.
Yep, told you. There it is, squishy, but it's still there.
And it looks like it looks like time is being reversed as the bullet hole closes up and the lead kind of pops out as your body expels it.
Souvenir.
Yeah, get it on a chain and put it round your neck.
Yeah. Eustace, would you like to do anything else before they get away? Because they will be getting away.
They got on the horses but left their wagon behind. Wouldn't be surprised if there's some ammunition and other useful materials in there. The scoundrels
Certainly
can,
ammunition.
yeah, the scoundrels can run off as far as I ain't chasing them on Buttercup, that's for dang sure.
Sounds good. All right. So the bandits they get away. It seems like you've repelled these banditos for now. I'm gonna have you all roll. One person roll a d4 for ammunition because it's the remaining ammunition you had.
2. Sorry,
Two. All
folks.
right, so it does not go down, and you do manage to scavenge another set of ammunition, so that jumps up to a d6. Great.
Oh, all right.
Any of the guns?
Yeah, you get their guns. It comes with
Especially the
the
shotgun the guy threw away.
yeah. There's
Yeah.
a pump
Shotgun
action
in it?
shotgun.
Yeah, that's good for the wagon. I think I might move up to a larger revolver. I'll keep my little gold gun with the gold bullets in it, and then get one of those longer ones like Jeremiah has for regular varmints.
You certainly
How
can.
is how is Jesus and the little Joe?
They're both scared because they haven't encountered like combat this vicious. And Jesus, he actually says to you, I'm quite surprised. It looks like you've been doing this for all of your lives.
Well,
The
we've been in some
efficiency.
really bad scrapes.
Don't want to be on your bad side. But
Well,
thank
you,
you. You
yeah,
are
Once had to
heroes.
kill a man with my bare hands in a pit of evil.
he'll tell you about it around the campfire till your dang ears fall off.
Excellent. So, with that said, I think you turn the bodies, right? And you scavenge. You take what ammo and guns they have. So you have your choice of like standard equipment. If you'd like to scavenge.
Yeah,
Waste not, want
definitely.
not, the good Lord said.
So yeah,
There's
there's lever
always
actions. They've got the shotguns. They got
I'm gonna try to find
firearms.
it's
some brass knuckles.
You want brass knuckles? You can have them.
Hell yeah.
There you go. Done.
These Mexican banditos ain't too bright.
I'd like to get a knife, a
All right, you find a
good
knife.
sized knife.
You
Yeah.
find a Bowie knife, a D6. Or actually, it would be a D4 plus 1, I think, in game.
One of
I may get some
these.
finger bones to I'll get some finger bones to add to my bag
All right, nice. You start cutting off fingers.
and teeth.
Yeah, you can tell that the younger of the help, Joseph, he's scared of you because of the sheer magic what you've displayed. Because magic's not really kindly looked down upon anywhere.
Hmm. I'll try and be reassuring to him and say it's not
You're not
magic, it's
them.
just
Don't do
faith.
that.
But yeah,
Faith. I don't know what you're worshiping.
you're
He
well.
doesn't he doesn't pray to the Christian God, boys.
Hmm. He
Well,
does a cross to himself.
if you look back at the roots of voodoo, you'd be surprised.
Lord saith,
Great.
ask and ye shall receive.
It's pretty much all papistry as far as I can tell. Me being a
Nice.
good Pentecostal and all. Any gold teeth?
Yeah, sure. I would say
I'm
so.
Gold teeth and tobacco are both valuable as far as I'm concerned.
Why don't you give me a coin toss? Heads or tails? I'll flip. Call it.
Tails.
Tails? Okay. It is tails. So you get to up your money by one. So you're at a D6 supplies, D6 money, D6 ammo. Making your way back up.
And once again, the Italian didn't bleed out before he got patched up.
He's getting used to
Like
it.
he'll never get punished for this. I love it.
When I'm
Deep.
president of Mexico, I'm gonna reward you handsomely. Secretary of Health.
Nah. Oh, good Lord. At least your voice ain't got weird. Uh, a question for those of you who are more acquainted with the uh, powers of the night. Should we pile up these here banditer corpses, pour the spilt liquor that they broke on their bodies and burn them up, or leave them here for varmints? I ain't gonna
I'd probably
stop to bury them.
I'd recommend
There's not
option
much
one.
left after my babies have gotten a hold of them. We don't have to feed them tonight.
Hmm.
They didn't ask permission. They just did it.
Love that. All right, for another day of surviving, roll supplies twice. You got a d6 die for supply, so roll that once, and then roll it again, if depending on the result.
Who wants to roll it?
Oh, I'll do it. 3,
Yep, fine.
4.
All right, good. And
We're
then why don't
okay.
you roll 2 more times, and we can say you get to Monterey without incident.
Yay.
Somebody else want to take it?
I'm not going to
Roll
tempt
it.
fate.
I'll roll it. Still a 6-sided dice.
It didn't go down.
5
All right,
and
safe.
a 5.
Oh, still safe. So you make it to Monterey. You've traveled efficiently, and in record time too. It only took you 3 days, from my understanding.
Wow.
All the while, you think you're being watched.
Ain't no question. Uh,
So, go ahead.
was the wagon that they left behind worth carting along, or was that more work than the
It was more
horse?
of a piece of shit.
Yeah, fair
Yeah.
enough.
So I would even say you had to replace your shot up wagon parts. You had to scavenge.
Yeah.
Yeah, so that's what ended up happening. But however, you do make it to Monterey. Now,
Mhm.
Monterey has a lot of stone buildings. It's got a cathedral, a lot of business. It seems like the economy here is booming. You can see a lot of shops selling silver jewelry. But all the while, there's there's one odd thing you notice. In every single village and town that you've passed, there has been like plenty of children running around, scampering around. But here, there's only the elderly and adults, no children in sight. And that's where we'll
Paradise.
end it. We'll end it there.
Excellent. Our players included Matthew Sanderson, David Gasaway, Stefan Amchi, Max Meltzer, and myself, with Alex Sun as the game marshal. We have a Discord server where you can chat with other members, you can set up private games, you can learn the finer arts of gameplay and game mastering. We provide audio-only versions of our shows free for you to download from Spotify, Podbean, or iTunes. Support for this show is provided by our patrons who are listed in the closing credits. If you'd like to show us your appreciation, please visit our Patreon page, or you can use the thanks button just below the screen. Like, share, and subscribe to our channel, and punch the bell icon for updates on our latest shows, and leave us some comments. We enjoy reading them and answering any questions you might have. This is Thom Raley, together with all the members of our gaming club, inviting you to journey with us once again into the darkness for another adventure into the Deadlands and the Savage Worlds role-playing game. Until next time, good luck, good gaming.